Hello everybody. I'm out hiking on a trail again. I like to do that a lot. This one here has got some swampy area next to it. If I was down south, I'd be looking for alligators, but I don't think we're going to find any of those here, but we'd have plenty of snakes. So you got to be careful when you get down close to the water. This is one of the longer trails. I've been on it for a while. Didn't want to bore you. This is about the only quiet space I'm going to find is on these long, arduous trails, because these weekend warriors that come out here set up 2 big tents, an awning, a picnic table with a tablecloth on it. They're only out here for the weekend just to get a taste of the outdoors. They haven't any idea what it's like to rough it out here. I say that as I have an air conditioning unit for my tent, so that's keeping honest here. But the temperature's been in the 90s with the feel like in the hundreds, so if I got to stay close to tent, that's what I want to have. All right, we're still looking and waiting, and I don't know. I can't give you a clue as to when because nobody knows. Both the Second Coming and the Rapture are in the same category of you don't need to know. Those that are in the Second Coming category that are still looking for it after the tribulation starts, they're going to be wanting it to come soon. But they were warned that it was going to get bad, and they didn't accept Christ. By that time, we're out of here, and like I said in my last video, we're able to see God finally. Jesus, of course, too. I'm not sure if hugs work with these type of bodies, but we certainly give it a try. Yeah, I'm getting closer to the water here, and you can see more sun on my face as I'm getting closer to the opening. Let's see if I can. There's some of the swamp behind me. It's just still water, moss in it, and water bugs all over the place. I'm not seeing any breaches, so there's probably no fish in it. The fish, there'll be frogs in it, but there won't be any fish. Fish will be over in the river. Anyhow, we're continuing to wait. Don't waste the time, and don't get preoccupied on it. We've had some fun looking at some of these special dates. Boy, it would be nice if it could be that date or this date. And we are supposed to look, and we're supposed to try to figure things out because we're supposed to be aware. But I don't think that we're going to figure it out. Somebody could guess. And like I said, I could guess every day until it happens, and I'd be right at least once. If I publicly made that announcement, you'd be tired of listening to me. So I won't. Now I'm getting up and away from that, so it's uphill. None of these trails are really tough to walk on. And they're pretty well made. This is a state park. If you haven't been to your local state park, I'm sure there's one near you. Just be aware of whatever your park offers so that you know what to be on alert for. Some areas have alligators, as you've seen. They've got bears. And they may even have some two-legged creatures, so the weekends are always the hard part for me because that's when everybody shows up. They don't camp all the time. They come out just on the weekend. Excuse me while I get a spider web off my face. Yeah, you got those. Most of the spiders are not dangerous, but you can find them, so you just got to watch out for them. Just like any place else, like at home or anything. Okay, so Jesus, when he was talking with his disciples, wasn't talking about the rapture. The rapture is not for the Jews specifically. The rapture is for Christians, among which can be Jews. And there will be. But when he's talking to his disciples, he's specifically talking to them about the Jewish life. Paul, on the other hand, when he's talking to Christians. Buggy area. Get through this. So you have to make sure that you're keeping track of what they're talking about. Because both of them talk about Jesus coming back. One of them, he's coming back as a king with an army to finish things off at the end. As much as that would be cool to see him coming from the ground, we're going to see it from the air. We have a little bridge here. And let's see, what do we got? There's mud. I can't turn the camera around. There's mud down here and you can see tracks in it. There's deer tracks. Looks like raccoon. And there's even an armadillo set of tracks here. So when the soil is right, we leave tracks. Just like with Jesus, when the soil is right, we can plant seeds. We can plant seeds on bad ground too. I've talked to people before in my meager anticipation. I'm convinced. There's a tree down over my trail. Gotta go around it. I can tell by talking to people that they have no wish to be part of what we're talking about. But you still plant the seeds. But you know they're not going to be of any good. You pray that maybe someone will get to them and finish working with them, but you just do your part and somebody else should come along and do their part. No one's been along here in a while because all these spider webs across the trail. I've got my stick with me to swat them down. Normally I'd have my hiking sticks, but I can't find them. I put all my stuff in storage, almost a year ago now, and I don't know where everything is. I've been asking God to do this for a long time, but I never expected him to do it the way he's doing it. But isn't that always the case with God? You don't have to know how he's going to do it, just that he is. And he'll be faithful. He always answers prayers. Even if the answer is not now or no, he answers all prayers. And if you bug him long enough, respectfully, he may even give in to your request. That was once a no. Maybe he's taken you far enough that it can now be a yes. Because sometimes we're just not ready for the yes. All right, I think I've drug you along far enough. What have I got? I got a post up here that's telling me which way to go. Hiking trail. Now they have a bike trail too. If you have a mountain bike, this would not be a speed racer bike, but a mountain bike. I've got one, I just don't have it with me. So they put these markers up. Where is it? There it is. Telling you which way to go, so at least on a state route, you don't have to worry about ever getting lost. And again, they've got the trees painted. I'm on a blue trail, light blue. It's one of the campgrounds up there. You can hear them. That sounds like a weed eater. It doesn't sound like a chainsaw. They keep these places very clean. They have large riding mowers and they go through and they keep the road nice and clean on either side. The deer like that. They come out and have salad in the morning for the grass mulch that's there. Okay, I'm coming up to a major split telling me which way to go, so I'm going to go ahead and stop my video here. I'm going to try again. If you're this far in my video, I'm having trouble uploading. I'm being throttled. If you don't know what that is, that means that they are restricting how much I can upload or download, but in most cases upload, because either the tower doesn't belong to my cell service or I'm over my data plan, which I'm not. So more than likely, I'm on a Verizon tower and I have T-Mobile and they don't want to play. The government gives them the rules to follow, and that's why it's screwed up. The government says if you got your own people wanting to get on the tower, you can let them in anytime you want and you can push the other people out. And they can only come in when you've got opening space for them. They shouldn't have done that. They should have said, if you got people from both sides and you're the only one in the area, you have to cover everybody. But that would seem logical. The government's not logical. Yeah, that's a weed whacker. Okay, I'm going to keep hiking. I'm going to see if I can get this one posted somehow today. It took me 24 hours to get my video this morning uploaded because of the throttling. And I'd have to drive an hour to get to an area where I don't do that if the Wi-Fi is not working. And the Wi-Fi has been up and down ever since that storm. And the people at the visitor center, the rangers, they're not tech savvy. They don't know what to do with that stuff. It's like, I don't know what to do. Call somebody. I don't know who to call. Let me look at it. Can't do that. All right. But I managed to get my video up, but it took a day. So I missed a day. And I might have to cut back every other day if this is the way it's going to be. It's kind of slowing down. We don't have as much high watch going on right now. We're still in a watch area because it's still June. And we're still in the Pentecost and the Feast of Weeks that we're still in. But again, that's not what we're looking for a rapture. All right.